This is a follow-up video from my last video where I just talked a little bit about my bike and what I do with it and all that, and had a viewer, I think subscriber, ask about the camera system. Okay, well, this is there's not much to see. The first one that I had was the Inov version 1. This is the version 5. And this is a 4K camera, and you can see it's Inov, and everything. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Everything, all the electronics and everything is contained in this front-facing camera. And on the back here, there's a couple of screws where you can pull the back off, and you can access the micro SD card, and it takes a 256 gigabyte micro SD. I don't record at 4K. I record at 1440p or something like that, and but has this, and then there's a series of wires, and you can see, I don't know, there's the wire, and I just strung it back. I pulled the tank off, and I ran it in and zip tied it, and then there's a little a relay that you connect to your battery, and then one connection goes to your key on power, and so the camera will turn on with the ignition, and then it'll turn off. It has audio also, and you adjust all that by Wi-Fi. The camera itself has a Wi-Fi in it, and you set it up on your phone. When you get it, it has a QR code, and you just download the app, and then it gives you like the default password and all that, and so you connect to that, and then you can do all your settings and stuff. But it runs just cables underneath the seat is where I have it. That's where the battery is, and then it has another one. See this rear camera? I have a rear-facing camera also. The rear-facing camera is only 1080p, and I have it onto the top case frame. So I used to have it down on a license plate, and it would rattle, move around a lot. But this is real solid. And so it just records all the time. And the first version there was like a unit that went under the seat, and the unit had a little screen on it. And this one's just a lot better. It's a lot cleaner. I'll include a link to it on Amazon. It's not real cheap, but it's kind of nice to have a digital witness, a camera just running. I mean, ideally you could have a left and right facing camera. That would probably be optimal. Since I'm on the cameras, I'll just talk a little bit about this one. I had a Sena camera that I mounted on the side, but for the past several years I've had this what is it, DJI Action 4. This is an older version. I mean, they have an Action 5 now, but they're virtually the same. Just like the GoPro, they come up with new models and stuff. The DJI, I wouldn't say that it works any better than a GoPro. It's just different. I mean, with a GoPro, you have to have a media adapter to plug in a microphone, and it's kind of the same way with this, only this has this little adapter that you get from DJI that you plug into the side, and then you can plug in the mic and then just run the wire. I have them wire taped inside, and it also has a phone app that you can make all your adjustments, but you can also make all the adjustments on the screen. It's got a screen on the front and the back, and this also, I think max has a 256 gigabyte. So I get about 9.5 hours of video at, I think it's 2.7K is what I'm recording, I think I'm recording 2.7K at 24 frames a second, because the lower frame rate seems to work better for low light, which and it seems to work pretty good. And like I say, you just have to mess around with your audio to get it so that you're not overdriving it, and then it sounds right. And it does have noise canceling in it, and you know, I also got the Cardo system for comms, and so it's kind of a nice setup. I'm really happy with my Shoei Neotech. I mean, it's not a cheap helmet at all. It's a whole $100 more than the Neotech 2, but I needed a helmet, and I like a modular. But next camera, I'm gonna just show this. This is what somebody was asking me about, and I started running a camera. I had a couple of issues where somebody wasn't truthful and said some things that weren't true to cover up for their own buffoonery. And so I thought, well, it'd be nice just to have a camera rolling. And so I'd previously had cheaper cameras, like $49 camera. This one's like $250. It's a Transcend. I forget the model number. I'll include a link to that also in the description. There's a couple of different ways to mount it. I have the strap, and it's like $39, and it's adjustable, so up and down, and it just straps on. There's other types of mounts that are magnetic, and you can stick it on your clothing, but I found that none of my clothing is stiff enough. Everything flops around, so it makes the camera flop around. And this has, you see, it kind of goes up against my chest, and it's got the straps that's all full adjustable, and so it seems to work pretty good. And with the black camera against the black shirt, hardly anybody notices it. Right now, you can see the LED is on, and usually when I'm walking around, I'll put it in stealth mode, so there's no LED. But right now, see, the blue light means that it's recording. It's buffering. So the nice thing is about this one is if something happens, you know, you double click, now it's recording, and it's also recorded 60 seconds before you turn the button on. And then anytime you want to just take a photo, just press, then you take a photo. It's just, I mean, it lists, it says that it's a police camera, but I know Phoenix Police uses Axons. I suppose some other departments use this, and you know, but they use different types of cameras. But this also has a USB-C connector, so you can connect it to your computer with it powered off, and it acts just like a USB drive. And so you can see all your videos, you can download them, you can do all the things you want with it. But there's also a phone app, and you can connect to it and do all your settings and such over Wi-Fi. It'll also work on a Windows or a Mac computer, but you know, I have neither of those. I run Linux, so I don't run it on the computer. I just run it on the phone, and I can do all the settings, and you can synchronize your time, and it's also got GPS. And so it's been a pretty good camera. I've had it since June. I've been pretty happy with it. But that's the cameras pretty much. I'll just do a quick walk around on the bike. I mean, I'm really happy with it. And I recently replaced my windshield because I bought this one back in 2016 when I got it, and it just started getting so many rock chips and pits and dings in it. It was just looking bad, and so I just got a new one. And the other mod that I was just going to mention is the exhaust. This is an M4 slip-on. With the FJ09, you have to actually cut the exhaust to do the slip-on because it's all one welded piece. And it's not any louder. I have the stage 2 baffle in it, so it's really not any louder than it was from factory. But my problem with the factory muffler, it just looked absolutely totally ugly to me, and so this one just looks a lot better. And like I say, it sounds pretty much the same. It's not any louder. I didn't want it loud. I just wanted it smaller and just a nicer, cleaner look. And but anyways, if you have any other questions regarding my bike, or I mean, I've been doing this for a while. I'm happy to make videos and answer any questions you might have. But thanks for watching and for commenting. Stay safe out there.